Let me explain what happens with this sugar. But the emotional problem started with the cell phones before the person was born. See, if you stress the mother in the first trimester, the child loses the ability to bond properly. So they won't bond their money, it runs through their hands. They won't bond their friendships. They're always trading in one girlfriend after another. You see, they have bonding problems, and that's prenatal. That's developmental disorder. See, all of this stuff you think happening because you're grown up and you're away from home happened before you were born. We call it epigenetics in my business. Epigenetics. It's the attitude of your father when he conceived you and your mother when she conceived you, you see. He's having sex with your mother, but he's thinking about Lulu down the street. Or Harriet he met in jail, I don't know. He has this on his mind, and that leaves an impression on the child. That's what I'm trying to say. The mother was thinking of Denzel Washington, not your ugly, not, so that leaves an impression on the child before the child's even conceived. That's what I'm trying to say. And you lie to yourself. Oh, y'all think y'all so cute and good looking, please. One of y'all look like the bleeding hemorrhoids in King Kong's ass. But you look in the mirror and think, I'm cute, I got it going on. No, you're ugly. We lie to ourselves every morning. So you got to stop lying to yourself. No, you're not all that cute. No, you're not. Even if you bleach yourself, you're just going to be a bleach, white, ugly person. Just take yourself for real. Just deal with your real self. That's in our culture, to know the real from the unreal. You have sugar. It's all right when it's in spinach. It's all right when it's in celery. It's all right when it's in a tomato. It's all right when it's in apple or orange. But once you take that sugar out of the sugar cane, you have a processed food. You have, by definition, a drug. Once you take the cocaine out of the coca leaf, you have a drug. As long as it's in the leaf, no problem. Once you take the opium out of the poppy seed, you have a drug. But as long as it's in the poppy seed, it can't addict you. You don't know nobody got a pocket full of poppy seeds. I'm a poppy junkie. No. You can't get addicted to it once it's in its natural state. But once you take it out of its natural state, once you concentrate it or isolate the sugar from the sugar cane or the beets, you have a drug. You isolate it from your culture. You are a drug for white people. They get high off your music, they steal it. I'm telling you the truth. Steal your language. I hear white women say, you go girl. I'm saying, well, they need to go to hell. No, they need to you go girl. They steal your language, your dancing. So you're a process. They call it seasoning the slaves. You say you're culturally homeless. They process you. You call it social engineering today like it's something deep. That's just a new word for the same thing. They season a slave to be a slave. So you have taken the sugar out of the sugar cane. The body doesn't recognize this. It does not. The body says, I only know sugar the way God made it. The body says, I can't deal with this sugar unless I add the water that was with it when God made it, the vitamins, the minerals, the fiber. So the body tries to make the white sugar back in the sugar cane. It's like you eat a raisin. The body only knows grapes. You say, I don't know about this damn raisin. So you eat the raisin, the body says, well, if I put the water back in it to make it into a grape, I'll eat it. This is what goes on scientifically. We call it rehydrating. You eat a raisin, but before the body can metabolize it, it has to turn it back into a grape. That's what I'm saying. Where's it going to get the water from? Your nerves, your muscles, your bones. Where's it going to get the minerals from? Your teeth. You see, it's trying to make that sugar cane back into sugar cane grass. It's robbing Peter and robbing Paul. Nobody gets paid. So you ate the sugar, and there's an organ in your body called the pancreas. It doesn't do a damn thing, mind you. It just gives out orders. An order is called a hormone. The pancreas gives an order called insulin. That's a hormone. And says, get me some amylase, which is an enzyme that breaks down carbohydrates. So you eat the sugar. To process the carbohydrate, be it pizza, be it bread, be it cake, it's a carbohydrate. But you can't digest it unless you have something to break it down, and we call it an enzyme. Technically, enzyme causes resistance. Like you fall down and you scrape your knee, the pavement offers resistance, so it scrapes your knee. The enzyme makes a resistance, so it's like peeling an onion. The enzymes get it down to its elementary form. And our culture used to have an elementary education, which means you understood your elements, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit. You follow me? You understood your elements. In our culture, we call it an elementary education. You just flip the word around and say, I'm in elementary school. What about your elements? What about your emotions? What about your spirit? You don't know your elements. That's why you went to school, to get an elementary education. It doesn't mean anything today, by the way. Well, what I'm saying is, the body is trying to break down this carbohydrate so it can get it into the blood, but it's too big. It's called carbon and hydrogen, carbohydrate, so it's big. That's why you eat an apple. You got to break it down, get it very small in its elementary form, because before that carbohydrate can get in your blood, it has to go through a piece of hair in your intestines, an actual piece of hair with a hole in the center. So it has to be that small for you to get nourishment from it. That's why you chew in it, to make it smaller. Goes in your stomach. And the enzymes break it down. Then it breaks down some more, until they get small enough to go through a piece of hair in your intestines. Then you get the nourishment. In other words, you can eat breakfast at 9 o'clock, but it's got to get out of your stomach and into your intestines before you can get the energy from it. And you're not going to get the energy from breakfast till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Physiologically impossible to get it the moment you ate it. Physiologically impossible. What you're getting energy from is the sugar, which is a drug on your pop farts or whatever y'all eating. You put the sugar on it, and the body says, let me fight for my life. So it rushes the energy to get rid of the sugar. You take the cocaine, the body says, it's going to kill me. So the body rushes energy to get rid of cocaine, and you call it being high. I feel good. You drink some alcohol, the body rushes energy to get rid of the alcohol. You say, I feel good, I feel fine. No, you don't. Alcohol makes you mentally ill. You lose your state of consciousness. You even lose how to walk. You's crazy. Alcohol makes you mentally ill because white people got to feel that way to be normal. That's why they drink it. They want to feel like they felt in the caves. And I go through all the cave history in a book, what's that called? Nutritional Destruction of Black People. That's the book where I go into the cave civilization, tell you how they lived, you see. But I don't want to digress into that. I just want you to feel where I'm coming from. You can forget my words, damn it, but just feel that I'm trying to save your superior. I'm getting ready to say something, but this is church. Let us just say, if you're still using white toilet paper, there's something wrong with you. Let us just say that I use white toilet paper because I think that's what white people should take. Take this stuff, you cracker. That's why I use white toilet paper. It's a racist thing on my part. I told you I was dysfunctional. I come from the ghetto. Forgive me. In any case, what I'm trying to say is, you chewing the food, but the body can't recognize white sugar. It wasn't made by God. You can put white sugar in the ground, it won't grow. So that's the problem. You cannot pretend to be God. That's what white people do. You can't pretend. Here's how it looks to God. You say, God made sugar canes. And white people say, no, that ain't the way you should make it, God. You should make white sugar out of it. You eat a potato. You said, no, God, you should fry the potato. Then put salt and pepper on it. Everything God does is wrong. How can you do that? You're drinking a carbonated soda, which is made by carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Those are poisons that your body's trying to breathe out. You went to the store and bought it and drank it. Your body's trying to get rid of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Who taught you to do this? Who taught you to eat like this?